My dear students, welcome to our next online session for rotational dynamics. In this session, we will learn about the vertical circular motion. So let us start our point. In vertical circular motion, what is meant by vertical circular motion? When the object performs the circular motion in the vertical circle, then it is called as vertical circular motion. Means in the horizontal circular motion, the plane of the circular motion, that is the track, is horizontal. See here, the track is horizontal. Is that? And in the vertical circular motion, the track is vertical. The object has to move in a vertical circle. Then it is called as vertical circular motion. In vertical circular motion, when the object move at different time, at different position, its speed will not remain constant. That's why that circular motion, that vertical circular motion, is also called as non-uniform circular motion. Actually, there are the two types of vertical circular motion. One is the controlled vertical circular motion. What is meant by controlled vertical circular motion? In the controlled vertical circular motion, the power is given to the object externally. And in this vertical circular motion, the speed of the object may be constant, or sometimes it may be decrease, or it may be increase. If you ever had enjoyed a giant wheel, then it is the best example for the controlled vertical circular motion. There the speed is there, the energy, there the power is given to the object externally. In your syllabus, you have to study the vertical circular motion controlled only by gravity. Here, the entire kinetic is governed by the gravity. Once the energy is given to the object at the lowest position, and the object is whirled in a vertical circle, the object move in a vertical circle and perform the vertical circular motion along the circumference of circle. That motion is called as vertical circular motion. We have to discuss here what is the tension at different points in vertical circular motion, and what are the velocities at different position in the vertical circular motion. So at first we will discuss about the tensions at different position in vertical circular motion. So for that, see in this diagram, at this point A, that is the uppermost point in the vertical circular motion in VCM, this is the uppermost point. What is there in uppermost point? The forces acting at the uppermost point are the two forces, that is its weight mg acting vertically downward, and the tension, we call it as suppose Ta, it is also directed downward and along the radius towards the center of the circle. Here we consider the vertical circular motion of a bob. The bob is connected, bob is tied to a string, and the string is whirled in a vertical circle. For that I show you. See here, suppose this is the bob and it is attached to a string. The length of the string is here, the radius of the vertical circle, and the object will move in a vertical circle and perform the vertical circular motion. Here when the object is at lowermost position, the tension is directed towards the center and along the radius. But when the object is at uppermost position, the tension is directed along the string and along the radius towards the center here. Here, for the string, there is always tension in the string, and the tension is produced in the string. That here the string can pull only and the string cannot push, and that's why there is the tension at every position, and the tension has the same direction along the radius towards the center. We calculate the tension at two positions here. At the point A, there are the two forces acting on the bob, that is the tension and the weight. So how we can relate these two? We can, to calculate the tension, we can say that this tension Ta plus mg, both these forces provide a proper centripetal force, because we know that for the circular motion the centripetal force is necessary. So we will get one equation here. At the uppermost position we can write one equation, mg plus Ta. Mg is the weight plus Ta is the tension, that both of these forces provide the centripetal force, that is mass into Va square upon r, where Va is the velocity at the uppermost point A. This is the equation for the tension, and therefore we can calculate the tension TA, that is tension is equal to centripetal force minus weight. Now see at the lowermost point B. At the lowermost point B, the tension is directed towards the center along the radius, and the weight mg is directed in the downward direction. Both the tension and the weight are in opposite direction. So we can put here the equation. The resultant of this tension TB and the weight mg will provide again the centripetal force. So how we can write the equation? At the lowermost position, we can say that TB minus mg, the resultant of this will provide the centripetal force. Again, we can say the centripetal force m into Vb square by r, where Vb is the velocity at this lowermost point B, and therefore we can write the equation for Tb is equal to m into Vb square upon r plus mg. Here, at the uppermost point, centripetal force minus weight gives us the tension, and here at the lowermost point, the centripetal force plus weight that gives us the tension. Now here, if the object is at point C and at point D, see in this diagram, when the object is at horizontal position, the tension is directed along the radius towards the center, and that provides the centripetal force, and the mg, that is the weight, is perpendicular to the tension in the downward direction. So here directly we can say the tension is equal to centripetal force. Now we will discuss about the velocity at different speed at different position in the vertical circular motion. So at first, we again consider this point A, that is the uppermost point. At this point, TA is the tension, mg is the weight, and VA is the minimum speed at this uppermost point A. We have to find this speed VA. So for that again we consider the equation of tension, that is mg plus TA is equal to m into VA square by r, that is equal to centripetal force. We have to find this VA, but at this uppermost point A, we can consider the tension will be minimum. And what will be the minimum tension here? The minimum tension we can consider 0. So we can put TA equal to 0 here. So we get VA square is equal to G into R, as this M will get cancelled, and so VA square is equal to RG. Therefore we get VA minimum is equal to under root RG. That is the minimum speed at this uppermost point A. Now we see calculate the velocity at point B, that is the lowermost point. Minimum speed at lowermost position B. Here again we can say tension TB is vertically upward, and that is towards the center, and weight mg is acting vertically downward. We can write the equation for tension again. TB minus mg is equal to m into Vb square by r. But to calculate the energy here, we consider here by the law of conservation of energy, we can say that the decreasing gravitational potential energy is converted into increasing kinetic energy. Means when the object moves from point A to B, it is decreased by the distance twice r. See here, the distance between point A and point B is twice r, that is twice of the length of the string, and that's why there is the decrease in potential energy, and velocity increases at lowermost point, therefore there is the increase in kinetic energy. And we can calculate that the decrease in gravitational potential energy, as we know the formula for potential energy mg into h, instead of h we can put here the twice r. We get mg into twice r is equal to the total increase in kinetic energy, means half m vb square, that is the kinetic energy at point B, and half mva square, that is the kinetic energy at point A. The subtraction of these two energies gives us the kinetic energy, increase in kinetic energy. So from this equation, as m get cancelled, we get Vb square is equal to 4Rg plus Va square. Now we can put the value of Va here, that is Va is equal to under root Rg at we see earlier, and Va square is equal to, we can put Rg, therefore we get Vb square is equal to 4Rg plus Rg, and we can say that Vb square is equal to 5Rg, that is Vb minimum, that is the minimum speed at this lowest point, is equal to under root of 5Rg. Actually this velocity is maximum in vertical circular motion at this point B, and the velocity is minimum always at point A, but this is the minimum speed under root 5Rg. If we provide the if we provide the velocity less than 5 under root 5 Rg, the object will not move up to the point A. Means we must give such a energy to the object. In that case, the object must satisfy this condition. VB minimum is equal to under root 5 Rg. Now, next we calculate the velocity at point C. First, we have calculate the speed at point A. What is that equation? Va is equal to under root Rg. Then we have calculate the speed at point B, that is VB minimum is equal to under root 5 Rg. Now we calculate the next speed at point C, that is the middle point. TC and TD are the tensions which are towards the center, and mg is perpendicular to the tension. Now here at point C, suppose we consider Vc is the velocity. We have to find this, speed. We have to find the speed. By the law of conservation of energy, we can say the total energy at point B is equal to total energy at point C. So how we calculate the total energy at point B? That is kinetic energy plus potential energy. Actually at point B, the kinetic energy is maximum and the potential energy is 0. Why we call this potential energy at point B is 0? Because the distance of the object at point B is 0. Height is 0. Yes? And that's why here the potential energy is 0. Now total energy at point C, we can say half mvc square. This is the kinetic energy. And plus mg into r. As we know, the potential energy is equal to mgh. But instead of h, we put here r, because here the distance between this point B and point C is equal to the length of the string, that is equal to radius. So I put here the value mgr, that is the potential energy. Now from this equation, we can calculate the value of Vc. Yes, again m get cancelled and we get Vc square is equal to Vb square minus 2Rg. Now we know the value of Vb, that is equal to under root 5 Rg. So what is the value of Vb square? It may be 5 Rg. So you get Vc square is equal to Vb square minus 2 Rg, that is 5 Rg minus 2 Rg. So Vc square is equal to 3 Rg, and that's why we can say Vc minimum, that is equal to, or Vd minimum, D is the same point at the same height. So the speed at both these points C and D, that is equal to under root 3 Rg. Listen here, when the object moves from lowermost point to uppermost point, its velocity go on, its speed go on, decrease. And when it moves from uppermost point to lowermost point, its speed increases. At every point, see here, the one component of tension is tangential to the object, and that's why the object may change, object may turn, and object may change its direction of the velocity. And we can say here the speed is not constant, and that's why this vertical circular motion is the non-uniform circular motion. As we know that there are the different speed at different point. At point A, the speed is minimum, and at point B, the speed is maximum. Now, there is one question in your question bank in the book. Prove that the difference between the extreme tensions depends only upon the weight of the object. This difference between the extreme tensions means difference between the tension at point B and tension at point A. That should be depends only on the weight of the object. We have to prove that. For that, as seen earlier, we can find the equation for tension at point A, at highest point A. What we can say? mg plus Ta, as both are directed towards the center, that is equal to centripetal force m into Va square by r. As Ta is equal to 0, we can say here, now at lowest point B, what we can say, both the tension Tb and the weight mg are opposite to each other. So we put here the negative sign, Tb minus mg is equal to again centripetal force at point B, m into Vb square by r. Now since Vb is equal to under root 5 Rg, instead of Vb square we can put here the 5 Rg, here m into 5 Rg upon r. So now Tb minus mg is equal to rr get cancelled, we will get 5 mg. So Tb is equal to, we can say 6 mg. Now if I say Tb minus Ta, I can say it is 6 mg because we know that Ta, that is the tension at uppermost point, we can consider it 0, and that's why the difference in the tension at lowermost point B and uppermost point A, that is equal to 6 mg means the 6 times the weight of the object. Thus we can say the difference between the extreme tensions depends only upon the weight of the object. Means where the object will feel the more tension at the point B, and it is 6 times its weight. Is that? And we consider the tension at point A is near about 0. Is that? Now here I give you the table. This table is not given in your book, but see here, uh, it is important for you for the objectives. When you solve the objectives, you must know this data. That is the in vertical circular motion. We call it as the analysis of VCM. In the vertical circular motion, here the positions are given: uppermost point A, lowermost point B, and horizontal position. We find the velocity here. The velocity at point A is B is equal to under root Rg. At point B, that is the lowermost point, it is under root 5 Rg, and at point C, it is equal to under root 3 Rg. As we know the general formula for kinetic energy, that is half mv square. By putting that value, half mv square, every time by putting this value of Va, Vb and Vc, you can calculate the kinetic energy at point A, B and C, that are half mgr, 5 by 2 mgr at point B, and at point C and D, it is 3 by 2 mgr. Now, the potential energy at highest point is highest, that is twice mgr. But the potential energy at lowermost point B is 0, and the potential energy at horizontal position is mgr. When we calculate the kinetic energy, sum of the kinetic energy plus potential energy at every point, we will find that the total energy is 5 by 2 mgr. It is given in old syllabus, but in the syllabus you have to calculate that for the objective. So total energy at every point is constant, 5 by 2 mgr. Means the total energy remains constant, only the energy converted into kinetic and potential. It changes into kinetic and potential. And now about the tension. The tension at highermost point is 0. The tension at lowermost point is 6 mg. And the tension at horizontal position is 3 mg. So this is the analysis of VCM. Thank you.